Okay, it's obvious. Ethereum's slow and expensive. Simple, straightforward. If you understand what Ethereum is, it's a smart contract platform similar to Apple and apps. It's kind of like the operating system for every ERC20 token when it comes to Ethereum. Now, there's other smart contract platforms that are currently flourishing. Actually, Binance Smart Chain has more active users on Binance Smart Chain than Ethereum itself because it's extremely cheap and extremely fast. You know, on this channel, we've been talking about layer ones and smart contract platforms, and it has paid off really, really big. Pretty much every single layer one we've talked about has increased in value more than 100%, guys. It's been crazy. My portfolio is reaping a lot of benefits, right? Now, I've gotten risky. I've talked about very low market cap layer ones. Now let's talk about Binance Smart Chain. So what I want to do is some fundamental analysis on Binance Smart Chain to show you guys why it's undervalued. And then towards the end of this video, I'm going to do a complete tutorial on how you guys can exit the current monetary system and go decentralized finance with Binance Smart Chain. I'm talking about really cheap transaction fees, like less than 25 cents and almost instant transactions on Binance Smart Chain. Keep watching. What's going on, everybody? Alex back with another video, and we've been reaping some benefits off these layer one calls. Layer one has the most adoption out of any other ecosystem in cryptocurrency, including NFTs. Well, NFTs are under the layer one ecosystem, but it's been great. It's been great. I've been making a lot of money. We talked about Phantom at like 94 cents. It's currently sitting at $3.40 in less than 2 months. So I've been making a lot of money, and I want to explore some other layer ones. Now, in this video, we're gonna be talking about Binance Smart Chain, even though it's a top 3, right now it's currently sitting, as you can see on my screen, number 3 by market capitalization. It's currently worth $489, but look at the volume, look at the market cap, right? It's really, really big. So, Cardano recently had this spot. Binance Smart Chain is making a run for it, and I know exactly why. So I'm gonna go over all those details, Binance Smart Chain, blah, blah, blah. And then towards the end of this video, I'm gonna do a tutorial breaking down how to use it with Metamask so you can make your whole entire experience really easy. Most people are using Metamask for Ethereum, so you could just integrate the Binance Smart Chain network into Metamask, very easy, and then use them both in conjunction for your trading, right? And there's a lot of benefits to it, like especially if you're trading like Ethereum to USD or like some simple pairs, like it's almost free. It's almost free to transact. It's not free. It's like 25 cents an instant. So it could be pretty big. And they have a lot of pegged coins that you see on Ethereum. So they have, like, again, like I said, the second most liquidity and infrastructure out of any other layer one in the market. Like, they are the second biggest by far. They had like the second mover advantage. Ethereum was obviously first, and then they came in with very fast, a superior product when it comes to decentralized finance, not superior in security, which we'll be talking about, of course. I'll go over all the pros and cons of Binance Smart Chain. I'm not going to just, gas it up like Moon Boys or whatever the case is. I'm just going to tell you the truth on exactly my thoughts on Binance Smart Chain. And then, yeah, of course, the tutorial. If you appreciate this content, do us both favors, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share it with a friend. I talk about cryptocurrency entrepreneurship. I've been doing this for a long time, about 6 years. I got into Ethereum at $3 to $7. I try to keep my, research as honest as possible, and I back up everything with facts, and you'll see exactly what I mean with this video. So if we come over here, Binance Smart Chain has been doing really well, and we're talking about the BNB token. So just to make it very simple for you, there's the ERC20 or the Ethereum BNB, and this is what's probably appreciating in value. And this coin, the BNB coin on the Ethereum blockchain, is pretty much the same thing that's on Binance Smart Chain. So there's 2 different entities, right? And one of them, they did it as an ERC20 token on purpose to get liquidity from Ethereum. So there's one that's actually on Ethereum, and then there's one that's on the Binance Smart Chain. They're pretty much the same thing, and I'll break down the differences in more detail in the future. But basically, this is the price of BNB. So as you can see here, we just broke out of this asymmetrical triangle, and you guys know asymmetrical triangle is a continuation pattern. So from a technical analysis standpoint, this looks really juicy. We should see a breakout to the upside, to be completely honest with you, and I do expect that to happen. Now, if we compare Binance Smart Chain to Ethereum, so all we did was come over here, and you can see this is BNB versus USDT divided by ETH versus USDT. So just put it in layman's terms, very simple. When this chart goes up, that means Binance Smart Chain is literally doing better than Ethereum by percentage gains. You guys know my goal is to only get percentage gains. I'm unbiased. My goal is to make money in this market. So when this chart goes up, BNB is doing better than Ethereum. When this chart goes down, Ethereum is doing better than BNB. And as you can see from this red line here, we're coming up on this major, you could say support or resistance. It showed resistance before. It showed resistance here. We blew through. Now it's time to make support. If this line turns into support, that's extremely bullish for BNB in comparison to Ethereum, meaning you'd be better off holding BNB than ETH if this turns into support, right? You guys know it's a bullish indicator when resistance right here, this resistance here turns into support. That's a big thing. So let's watch this further. These are two very good technical patterns for BNB. The one on the just normal BNB USD chart looks really good. And then the one in comparison to ETH looks really good. Before I used to compare everything to Bitcoin, but now we hold ourselves to a higher standard. If you're making a trade and you're new to cryptocurrency and you're making this trade and, oh, I made 20%. It does not matter unless you are outcompeting Ethereum and Bitcoin, because Ethereum and Bitcoin are the safest coins on the market. So you might as well just hold those because they're going to do above average returns. But if your trade does better than Ethereum did, which is what I'm trying to showcase to you right now with the BNB ETH chart, okay, if it does better than ETH or Bitcoin, then this is a good thing. This means that you did the right trade. You know, in 2017 up until now, I've seen time and time again people making hundreds of trades only to, you know, not outcompete Ethereum and Bitcoin. Like literally, they would have been better off if they just held ETH and Bitcoin. So you're wasting your time and your money if you do this wrong. So just pay attention to that. If you don't understand the concepts, I highly suggest you guys subscribe to the channel and seek some education. So there's this recent mechanism or proposal called BEP 95. Now, this is basically a burning mechanism for every transaction similar to Ethereum. So they're watching Ethereum flourish. I talked about Ethereum in, I think, 2 videos ago where I made Ethereum price prediction. And I talked about basically something called the triple halving. So the whole entire market, just to put it, you know, very basic for you, is moved by mostly scarcity. So scarcity is a huge element. I want you to think about Jordans, right? When they come out with limited pairs, people freak out. The price of Jordans goes crazy, right? So it's the same thing with Bitcoin and these cryptocurrencies. It's supply and demand. So Bitcoin moves in 4-year cycles, and this is called the halving event. It's not exactly 4 years, but the halving event is catalyzed by the fact that they lower the issuance. They lower the amount of Bitcoin that comes out to the world. If you understand mining, every 15 minutes or so, there's a block reward, and that gets cut in half roughly every 4 years. And this causes the bull cycle. This causes everything. So Ethereum recently just put a mechanism that burns ETH similar to the halving event, right? They lower the amount of issuance of ETH that comes out of the blockchain. They just recently put this mechanism into ETH for every transaction. It's been burning Ethereum like crazy. And they call it the triple halving because the amount of issuance that drops from Ethereum is equivalent to 3 Bitcoin halvings. So what they want to do is something very similar with Binance Smart Chain. Now, the reason why this is crazy is because Ethereum does not get as much transactions from what we've been seeing. They don't have as many active users as Binance Smart Chain. People are actively trading because of the cheap and fast transaction fees. So if that happens, it could be really big. And this is the actual transaction where they accepted this, and it's actually implemented into the Binance Smart Chain now. And this is like within the past 7 days. So we could see the burn effects really play a big role on the increased price of Binance Smart Chain coin. Very, very interesting. So if we look over here, Binance Smart Chain is getting massive adoption. If we look at the actual unique addresses chart, we recently went viral in the past 7 days because of this burn mechanism, I believe. But we've been on consistent growth, and look, boom, it went parabolic. Okay, so there's a difference between a linear growth curve and a parabolic growth curve. And when you start seeing things going parabolic, this is where you get the Amazons, this is where you get the Apples. Pretty much all of their charts have been going parabolic since their existence. And we see this up spike right here. And I think it's because of this reason. I don't really see any other catalyst. If we look at active Binance Smart Chain addresses, you can see this is also on an up spike, right? The trend has been increasing since it happened. Now, it's really interesting because they were the first one to not attack Ethereum, but they're the first one to get infrastructure. They're the first one to get like liquidity off of Ethereum. And the way they did it is through incentivizing developers to move their projects over to Ethereum. They basically have an ERC20 or EMV Ethereum virtual machine converter store that allows a developer to take their code, their Ethereum code, and just easily transfer it over to Binance Smart Chain. And since then, they've been taking a lot of dominance away from Ethereum and other layer ones. So in the future, this could be a big thing. Now, it's not all, rainbows and butterflies. I personally don't have a lot of BNB, and it's for this specific reason right here, this specific reason. Okay. This is a centralized blockchain. There is no decentralization. I don't care what anybody else tells you. As you can see right here, the top 25 validators by blocks, you can see that there's only a limited amount of validators and they have the majority share or the majority portion of the network. What does this mean? So if you look at Ethereum, Ethereum has somewhere of like 300,000 validators. And basically the whole entire network has to come to consensus on the blockchain and the newest block, right? So the point here is, hey, there's a new block coming, right? If you don't understand blockchain technology, I highly suggest you dig deep into the videos. I'm not going to explain this in great detail, but in general, every blockchain has to come to a consensus. Everybody has to vote. Hey, that new block that's about to happen, that's going to be permanently put onto the new blockchain. Is that the correct block, or is somebody making that up? Is somebody creating this false block to manipulate the price of something, or to allocate more coins, or to double spend attack? There's all types of attacks that could happen. With Binance Smart Chain, there's only 25 people that will accept the new block. With Ethereum, there's like 300,000. So the power in numbers allows this Ethereum blockchain to be decentralized in comparison to Binance Smart Chain. It's actually called like proof of stake authority, where they like basically gave authority to people. They gave authority to people when they created this. And there's no wonder, because Binance has been pretty sketchy for a long period of time with their centralized exchange. They want to control it, right? They want to have power over it. And this allows things like cheap transactions costs and speed, right? And this is why it's been able to scale, is because they've been controlling it. Okay. So there's something called the trilemma, which I know a lot of you know. And basically there's three different parts of a blockchain: decentralization, security, and scalability. And they sacrificed decentralization, and I would even say a little bit of security, for scalability. That's what they did. And that was their way of approaching it, which is okay, I think, for the short term. And I think you could still make money. But for the long run, I think the decentralized projects do typically a lot better. So I wouldn't hold BNB for a long, long period of time unless they fix this validator problem, but it's definitely highly centralized. As you can see here, the proof of stake authority consensus algorithm is a hybrid between proof of stake and proof of authority consensus mechanism. The Binance Smart Chain is a blockchain that uses proof of stake authority, as you can see there, and the consensus model supports a shorter block time and lower cost than, for example, a proof of work consensus model that Ethereum uses. Okay, this is exactly what I said. Scalability increases, but when it comes to security, that decreases. Okay, the biggest competitive advantage that Binance Smart Chain has is the fact that they're trending when it comes to the most viewed financial websites on planet Earth. I'm not talking about United States. I'm talking about on planet Earth. Right now, they're number 5. Binance.com is number 5. I know it's an exchange, but they're obviously actively promoting BNB on their exchange. So they're number 5 in the world, Binance right there. And they actually own the website CoinMarketCap. As you can see here, they own Binance Holding Limited, owns CoinMarketCap, which is the second biggest financial website on planet Earth. On a side tangent, I think it's really interesting that there's a lot of cryptocurrency websites. Like this is a Plant versus Undead is a cryptocurrency website. These two are cryptocurrency websites. This is a cryptocurrency website. These two are cryptocurrency websites. Oh, TradingView is everything. But I think it's really interesting that cryptocurrency holds a massive dominance over the biggest viewed financial websites on planet Earth. That's crazy. But Binance holds number 5 position and number 2 position, meaning they get to actively promote their product in a way that pretty much no other cryptocurrency can. So that's their biggest strategic advantage when it comes to other layer 1 adoption in the future. Also, on a side note, really quickly, when it comes to CoinMarketCap, there was speculation over a recent hack of email addresses. So be very careful where you put your email address in. And during October, 3.1 million addresses with the accounts on CoinMarketCap are potentially, exposed to hackers. Now, it doesn't mean they can get, access to anything, but they could phish attack you and stuff like that. So just be very careful. If we look deeper into the ecosystem, you can see it's flourishing. They even said it right here. They can't even fit all the projects that are happening on Binance Smart Chain. There's no way. Their ecosystem's like almost on par with Ethereum. They're getting there. They're getting bigger and bigger, and they're definitely bigger than any other layer 1. Even like Solana, they're way bigger than Solana. And they just recently came out on the 19th of October with 100 million liquidity incentive. program for DeFi applications. You know, that's big. You guys know I made my Phantom call when they came out with a 300 million incentive program for Phantom. I was like, oh, look, this is going to pop off. Same thing just recently happened. So two big catalysts for Binance Smart Chain that's going to happen very soon is number one, you know, they're definitely going to burn some BNB because of how many transactions are happening. And then they have this 100 million liquidity incentive program that's going to bring developers to their actual ecosystem. Now, I have some other statistics here that are really interesting. Basically, they're comparing total addresses by chain. You see Ethereum has the most total addresses. You see Binance Smart Chain is pretty consistent, and Polygon's catching up. So that's really interesting. Now, if we look here, you could also see that new addresses, most people are jumping over to Polygon because Polygon just recently came out. Not recently, but it's the most recent out of the three. So Polygon looks like it's kind of winning the cake there. But look at daily active addresses. Binance Smart Chain has the most daily active addresses, even more than Ethereum. Okay, this is a big point. Like, this is huge, right? And then you could look at daily transactions, same thing. Binance Smart Chain has more daily transactions than Ethereum. So very big thing, right? People are obviously taking advantage of the cheap transaction costs and the fast speeds. Like that's clearly a winning case. You know, Ethereum is definitely coming out with Ethereum 2.0 in the future. I think quarter 3 of 2022, they might actually be able to, you know, get this out and then they'll compete. But Binance Smart Chain is definitely taking the cake right now when it comes to active traders on their blockchain. So in general, just to kind of sum all of this up before we go into the tutorial, Binance Smart Chain is getting adoption. It's active. It's flourishing. The price looks a little bit undervalued, but the whole market's pretty much undervalued at this point because Bitcoin is going to 100K. So we'll see where it goes in the future. I just think it's really important to update my audience on what's going on. Now, really quickly, we're going to go through a tutorial on how to add BNB, the Binance Smart Chain, to your Metamask. This is what I use the most because I'm on Ethereum. But let me just really quickly type in my password. All right, so you can see here at the top, I have Ethereum mainnet, but I also have, if we scroll down, we don't actually have it on this computer because I just recently moved into my room. So it's perfect time to add Binance Smart Chain to it. So basically there's a website, and this is just a physical representation. You have the BNB version on Ethereum, and then you have the Binance Smart Chain. And we're gonna need both of them. Well, I'll show you exactly what I mean, but we're gonna need the ERC20 token first, and then we can move into it. So basically there's a website that you can get a wallet, and you're going to need this wallet to get the smart versions of the tokens. Okay, so you're going to need this wallet, and you're also going to, this is like the bridge. If you've used any other, layer one, this is like the bridge to where you take your ERC20 tokens and you bridge it over. And I'm not going to do it physically, but I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. So first things first, you got to come over to this website, academy.binance.com, or you could just Google search connecting MetaMask to Binance Smart Chain. That's simple, right? And you're going to add this right here. Very easy, to your MetaMask. So you click MetaMask, right? And then you're going to click the Ethereum mainnet, and you're going to go to custom RPC right there. That simple. And then you're going to add this, right? So I type in smart. All right, so I type this in, I'm gonna press save, and there you go. I'm just gonna exit this out. So you see I have my Binance actual account right here. I don't have any BNB in it, but this is very simple. All you have to do is get the ERC20 version of BNB. So you can get it directly off the Binance.com website. They sell it there. Or you, and actually, if you use the Binance exchange, you don't need to do this second part. I'm just in US, and I don't have a Binance US account yet. Or I think I do, I just don't use it. So you don't have to do this second part, but basically there's something called the Binance Wallet, okay? And in the Binance Wallet, they'll do the bridge for you, or if you use the regular Binance.com exchange, they'll do the bridge for you as well. So all you have to do is go to Uniswap or the regular Binance website and buy BNB. It's that simple. I launch app. Let's say I want to do my ETH for BNB. Do they sell BNB? Yeah, they do right here. Binance Coin, import. This might not be the correct one. All the time I back check it by just going to CoinGecko. All you have to do is go to the Binance coin right here, get the actual, contract address, which will be here. You can click the Etherscan, and then here's the contract address right here. You just copy the contract address. Most of the time the contract address would be on the website here, but I guess they're not doing it because it's Binance Smart Chain. But let me just show you an example. If you click Shiba Inu, you can see the contract address right here. So we already took the BNB contract address. You just copy it, You go over to Uniswap just to make sure it's the correct BNB because people are trying to scam all the time. I paste that in there and I press import. There you go. Now we can switch ETH for BNB. I'm not going to do it, but this is what you would do. And this is you getting the regular ERC20 version of BNB. Now, once you get it, it's not going to pop up. Okay, let me just exit this out. It's not going to pop up on the smart chain because we just purchased the ERC20, it's actually going to pop up on the Ethereum mainnet. So you'll see the BNB here. Okay. So once the BNB is here, all you have to do is send it over to the other wallet we just downloaded right here, the Binance Smart Chain wallet. You send it over there. And then when you withdraw it, there should be a feature on there that allows you to withdraw the smart chain tokens. And they're going to ask you, hey, what address do you want to withdraw these tokens to? And then all you have to do is come back to your Metamask and click the smart chain right here, and then take this account and send it over there. And then you'll see the actual smart chain BNB in this account. And then you're going to be able to go to, for example, PancakeSwap. Leave a comment below if you guys want me to dive extremely deep and make the greatest, like, I guess you can say, tutorial on this, like very detailed. I actually run through it with you too. But as you can see here, you click connect Metamask, and then we just click the BNB account, connect. There you go. And then it will be on the Binance Smart Chain network, as you can see here, Smart Chain, and you'll be able to transact with this decentralized exchange, PancakeSwap, which is the biggest decentralized exchange, and you'll be able to, trade BNB for any cryptocurrency. So that's simple, straightforward. This is for like decentralized exchange users, a little bit advanced. Most people are used to trading like on Coinbase, and Binance.com. Again, guys, if you want me to do a complete tutorial, my goal wasn't to waste your time with this tutorial because most of my audience knows how to do this. Leave a comment below if you don't know how to do this. Maybe I'm missing something, and I'll do like a complete detailed step-by-step. I'll make a new account with you. I'll even send real money and run through it. But remember, when I do these things, it costs like a lot of money. Like a transaction fee on Ethereum is like $100. So I can't just make tutorials all day, every day, right? But I'll do it for you guys if we get a certain amount of comments, if people are actually interested in trading on Binance Smart Chain and don't know how to do it, I can walk you guys step by step. But leave a comment below. But that's it for this video. If you like the quality of this content, hit like. If you don't, leave some constructive criticism. Subscribe for more video updates. And like I always say, if you don't get with it, you will get left behind. Binance Smart Chain is undervalued. If you don't know DeFi, if you don't have enough money to trade on Ethereum, this is your second best option. Okay, this is your second best option. Now, there's other options like Phantom that are a little bit undervalued, that are cheap and fast as well. But this one has the most liquidity and the most infrastructure. So if you want to just get straight to the point, Binance Smart Chain is probably your answer. But that's it for this video, guys. Catch you in the next one.